America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, could we have a roll call of the board?
Randy Gray.
Here.
Dan Randall.
Here.
Deborah Murphy.
Here.
James Cudjoe.
Here.
Tricia Rosalba.
Here.
Mark St. Charles.
Here, we do have a quorum tonight. We can conduct business. The next item is the approval of the agenda. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda tonight?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion and support. Discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Okay, at this time, we'll go into the first public comment period. This will be for agenda-related items. Is there anyone wishing to address the Township Board on an agenda-related item at this time? Seeing no response, at this time, we will close the first public comment period. We'll move on to the consent agenda, which is the approval of the June 17th, 2026 regular board meeting minutes and the approval of the submitted bills list in the amount of $669,988.52. Any questions, comments?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and support. Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, roll call, please. Or no, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'm getting ahead of myself tonight. Okay, with that, we will go into department heads and reports. Chief?
Make it quick. So I have the honor of announcing that today we promoted Officer Andrew Evans to sergeant. So it was a pretty long process, and this is his second time going through it, so we're proud to have him. He will be going to midnights, unfortunately for him, but he'll get some training in between, so he'll start his training in about 2 weeks. So, I'll let you guys know. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay, going on, fire department, we have Deputy Chief Chamberlain. Do you want to do it or defer to Kevin?
I'll keep it brief also.
Okay.
Yesterday was Chief Gentry's last day, and we appreciate his service and many years of dedication. Also yesterday, we received our new Tanker 82. Truck started being worked on today. It should be in service probably as soon as the beginning to the middle of next week. And other than that, we are just maintaining status quo for the moment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Tricia, do you have a department head report?
Yes, taxes went out on June 29th, so they should be hitting hopefully houses today or tomorrow. I don't think we got one payment in today, which is an anomaly because some people just set their calendar and just come in to pay. Utility billing is, as usual, is kind of taking in mind of its own, but we got our water billings out, and other than that, we're just, we got the newsletter out, so anybody, it's all electronic, and we've been testing this since last, I think, December, so all of our newsletter will be electronically. We send it out in constant contact, so if there's anything that you need a question answered, reach out to us, but it's kind of a moving document, so if something happens, we will update it every time. So other than that, just it's our busy time. So, and I just want to welcome the new clerk.
Thank you.
All right, with that, well, Deborah, you get to start off the first day with clerk's report.
Okay, yesterday, 5,200 ballots went out for absentee. Preliminary testing of the ballots was done on 6/23, and everything went very well. Brighton area schools submitted payment for the May election, and it was a great first day. That's all I have.
That's all you have? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll try to keep my supervisor's report as brief as possible. First thing is in the Green Oak Township versus Grasshopper Gardens court case. On June 18, 2026, the Michigan Supreme Court declined to hear the appeal from Grasshopper Gardens regarding the township's case at it won regarding an illegal non-conforming use. Under statutes, they have 21 days to ask for reconsideration. We are currently waiting to hear if that happens. The Four Lakes Drive Bridge that we have patiently been waiting for. I was notified from Paragon Bridge that the welders have completed all the required welding and the bridge segments are ready for inspection and paint. Several of us will be going up to Lansing to inspect the bridge segments next Thursday afternoon on 7/9/2026. Road construction and working hours. This is one that I want to bring to everyone's attention. On Monday, June 22nd, 2026, the repaving of Maltby Road from Rickett Road to the entrance of the Scranton Middle School started. It started at 6 a.m. in the morning, which we started to receive numerous phone calls about. Within the ordinance, under the hours of operation, the township supervisor can extend or change construction hours. On public roads, I normally back the beginning hours down to 6 a.m. from the 7 a.m. for the following reasons. First one is to get construction crews out, on site, and mobilized prior to the main early morning rush of commuters to their places of work. Due to the construction season being short for roads, I have always felt that it is better to get in and get the resurfacing done in the fastest possible time frame for the residents. And the third item that I usually use is paramount. And in this case, and many public roads projects, they need to be finished by the start of the school year. And this includes most of the projects underway are to be completed by September 3rd. So you only have until September 3rd. So again, it falls back. The sooner you get out there, the sooner you get paving and constructing, the sooner you get out of there. And this particular one on Maltby Road, you're right in, it's on the main drag to the school. It needs to get done. So I stand by that provision. The next item, Coleman Park survey. Terry Campbell will be out at Coleman Park on July 13th, 2026 to survey the park per our agreement by the board, or the agreement that the board approved with CES. And my last item, one of my most favorite projects. I am now starting the 2027-2028 budget for all township funds. Oh no, the department's heads are going to love this one. So I'm starting 2 months early, I think. So with that, that's the supervisor's report tonight. Okay, let's see, at this time, correspondence, there's none needed tonight. So at this time, we'll go into business items. And before we get started, we're going to go into fire chief interviews. And I am going to ask Cynthia that we stop airing live to YouTube.
for.
Sending me to HR, are you?
Surprise call, but
This time, we'll call the meeting back to order. At this time, we've had the interviews of both fire chiefs, and we're at a point where the Township Board needs to decide if it wishes to move forward with selecting a candidate, or if there's enough information that we learned tonight that we wish to take time and ponder this. If that's the direction of the board, I would suggest that it be that decision tabled to the next board meeting, which would automatically put it at the board meeting if that's the decision of the board. So I'd like to hear from the board members what your thoughts are.
Mark, if we could hire two, would be great. But I think at this point in time, I think I know the open meeting law is important, but maybe a group of three of us to meet individually with them.
I don't think we can.
I don't think we can.
No, we can't.
We've already done the interviews, so I
Yeah.
think this board has to make a decision.
I think I'd like to hold off on it.
Okay? Randall?
I could make a decision today or hold off. I'll leave it as neutral. Can I leave it as neutral or do I have to make a decision?
Well, I guess you can.
Abstain from?
Yeah.
No abstain, you can't abstain. I mean, okay, let's hear what everybody, Deborah,
I can make a decision today.
okay?
I could make a decision today. I would like for Tracy's opinion to count as well. But if the consensus was we make a decision, I think I could do that.
You're the last one except me.
I know, I always have to go second to last. I definitely would like to take just a little bit of time. Obviously, we had time to look at all of the resumes and go through it as the supervisor, the clerk, and the treasurer in the beginning, and having you guys in person, just going over maybe some of my notes. I would like to table it, but to have it on the next meeting, because I know time is of the essence at this point. But again, I'll go with the consensus of if we move forward to make that decision tonight, and I don't know what that looks like, because this is my first time doing this, so you would have to tell us the...
Well, the interesting thing is, this is a decision that, luckily, we haven't had to do that often. So, we don't have a whole lot of experience doing things like this. But, you know, when I look back at it, this has been an interesting process, because when we went down this avenue, and the board accepted the chief's recommendation on the selection process, the advertising selection process, the whole process to go through to, I don't like the term weed out, but to pare down is maybe the better term, to a manageable amount of candidates. We started out with, I believe, 27 applications. That's a lot, and there's a lot of firefighting experience to go through. A lot of reading, and what was interesting is our goal was just to pare it down to, I believe, 4. Well, we couldn't do that. We pared it down to 8. And then from that 8, we ended up tonight with 2. So, I mean, we've been through a pretty good process, and I think a fair process. I hear tonight, after what I've listened, if the board decides to make a decision, I can do that tonight. But I also want to say that I've heard enough that I'm torn between a rock and a hard place. We've got 2 excellent candidates. And I don't think speed is of the essence. Deputy Chief Chamberlain is there. He has it under control right now. 2 weeks is not going to make a difference. if the board wishes to collectively, I think what I'm hearing from some, they would like to sit down and think about it, but I also hear there's others that can do it right now. So again, that's just my comments.
So we're 3-3. With Tracy being the factor of, I know, being on the board, Tracy wanting to look over a few things. So my recommendation is to table it, because Chief Gentry, you're not an easy guy to replace. And I don't think that even tonight, meeting both Mr. Stamper and Mr. Lupo, that great candidates, but I feel like to do what's best for Green Oak, that I'd like to at least table it and to the next meeting. That's just how I feel. And I'm not the boss, he is, so.
No, I'm not the boss on this one. This is board vote. I'm the moderator of the meeting, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a way to get to an end here that works out for everybody.
Table it.
Vote or table it?
Tracy's back.
I'm comfortable with that.
Okay, then there needs to be a motion to table to the next board meeting where a decision will be made.
I'll make a motion to table the decision of the new fire chief till the next board meeting.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and we have support. A comment that I will make, and I didn't think about it until you made the comment till Tracy is back. That is appropriate. We'd have the 7th board member here, which makes sense to have the 7th board member here. She couldn't be here tonight, so. Okay, we have a motion and support on the table. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion carries. It will be tabled to the next board meeting, 2 weeks from tonight. And thank you, candidates. And hopefully, even though there wasn't a decision tonight, hopefully you'll have a good 4th of July weekend and a safe one. Thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, moving on to the next item is, Resolution 19-2026. Okay. Randy, you ready?
I am ready.
If we could have Chief Gentry come up to the podium
There you
or the
go.
table. You too. Okay. Chief Gentry. Okay, we have Green Oak Charter Township, Livingston County, Michigan, Resolution of Recognition and Gratitude, Resolution 19-2026. I will make that motion to adopt that resolution.
I will support that motion.
Okay, the resolution is, whereas Kevin Gentry began his fire service career with the Clearwater Township Fire Department, honorably serving the citizens there from 1989 to 1991. Whereas Kevin Gentry continued his career joining the South Lyon Fire Department while still serving Clearwater Fire Department servicing from 1990 to 1993. Whereas Kevin Gentry also served his community serving as a paramedic for Huron Valley Ambulance from 1990 to 1993. Whereas Kevin Gentry brought his knowledge, expertise, and dedication to public service to Green Oak Charter Township beginning in 1993. Whereas Kevin Gentry rose through the ranks at Green Oak Charter Township, being promoted to lieutenant in 1998 and to captain in 1999. Whereas Kevin Gentry was promoted to deputy chief in 2001, serving the residents of Green Oak Township as its first full-time deputy chief. Whereas Kevin Gentry also served the citizens of Livingston County as a paramedic from 1993 to 2003. Whereas Kevin Gentry was promoted to chief of the department in June of 2025 and has continued to serve with distinction. Whereas Kevin Gentry has also served this community by serving on the Washtenaw Livingston Medical Patrol Authority starting in 1999 and on the MMRMA Fire Risk Control Advisory Committee starting in 2015.
Whereas Chief Kevin Gentry received numerous letters of commendation or thank you letters from citizens of Green Oak charter township and organizations with this great state of Michigan. Whereas Chief Kevin Gentry stayed current with ever-changing standards of fire protection, completing hundreds of education courses while serving in the fire service, including from the National Fire Academy and from the Department of Homeland Security. Whereas Chief Kevin Gentry used his skills and knowledge to mentor all who worked with him, offering his expertise and guidance, his calm approach to all conditions. Whereas Chief Kevin Gentry honorably retired from his duties as the Green Oak Township Fire Chief on June 30th, 2026, after leading this excellent organization for 11 years. Therefore, be it resolved that the citizens and board of Green Oak Township shall be forever grateful for Chief Gentry's dedication and his commitment to the service of our community. He is wished well in his retirement and future endeavors. The above resolution was presented at a regular meeting of the Green Oak Charter Township Board held on the first day of July 2026. It was moved by Supervisor St. Charles and supported by Trustee Gray that the Green Oak Township Board adopts this resolution. A roll call will be needed.
Okay, roll call vote on the foregoing resolution will be taken, and was unanimous. Kelly, will you do the roll call?
Sure. Randy Brick,
Yes.
Dan Rinko,
Yes.
Heather McKenzie,
Yes.
Jim Tuttle,
Yes.
Kristen Littlebassi,
Yes.
Martin Charles.
Yes, resolution is adopted. Chief, thank you.
Give you all cap.
Chief, I've said it numerous times, but on behalf of the entire township, all of its citizens, everybody that you have helped all the way through your career, and I know there's still people out there you will help in your future. Our best wishes, and thank you very much. Job well done.
Thank you. I will not be here for the next meeting. I will be out of town, but I wish the board the best of luck, and I'm sure you'll make an excellent choice. You got
Okay.
two great candidates.
Thank you.
Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, don't be a stranger. Okay, with that, next item. Okay, this is the approval or deny the adoption of the amendment establishing the High Resource Demand Facilities Overlay District of the Green Oak Charter Township zoning map. The following parcels are included in the proposed High Resolution Demand Facilities Overlay District. Parcel numbers 4716-31-400-012, 4716-30-200, 005, 4716-32-100-015, 4716-31-300-002, 4716-11-200-013, and 4716-30-20-200-004. It's a mouthful. Deborah, where are we at on this?
We are here tonight to ask for the overlay district to be added to the zoning map to allow these 6 sites as potential high resource demand facilities that could be placed in these locations if they met all the criteria of the language in the zoning ordinance.
Okay. There's been public hearings. We have the recommendation by the Planning Commission.
Correct.
This went to Livingston County Planning?
It did go to Livingston County Planning and was kicked back. That's why we've had it on the agenda 4 times at the Planning Commission. It was improperly noticed, but it has been properly noticed on the 3rd and 4th time. So that's why it's here tonight.
Okay. Anything else? We have approved the ordinance, and if I'm not mistaken, I think we have some amendments going to the Planning Commission,
Correct.
suggested changes, not necessary changes, the addition of
Regulations?
additional regulations. One thing about high high-demand facilities, let's call it what it is, data centers, is it seems like every single day we are hearing something new, something, nothing good. It's actually fairly bad. And so as we learn more, as I said when we adopted the ordinance, as we learn more, this is a living document. We should be adding more conditions, more items that we see coming forward. And so again, this is part of it. This lays it out. I think in the notes, one of the comments that the Planning Commission chair had addressed a lady that was in the audience that asked, does this mean that if somebody comes in, they want to put a data center someplace where we haven't identified the spot, we can say no? And the answer was yes, we can say no. So I think it just gives us one more tool. I don't see it happening, we don't have it, anything proposed, but I think this board is putting itself in a much better position by being proactive. Thoughts?
Like we've
Looking for a motion?
gone over it pretty
We
well.
have to have a motion to address.
Let me get back to reading that long dissertation of
No.
property IDs. I'll give that a shot. Come on, get there.
How about, Deb, would it work if we just approve the adoption of the amendment establishing the high resource demand facilities overlay district to the Green Oak Charter Township zoning map?
So moved.
As identified in the packet. That's your motion?
Identified.
That's my motion.
I'll support.
Okay, we have a motion and we do have support. Discussion? Hearing none. Kelly, could we have a roll call?
Dan Rico?
Yes.
Jamie Kendall?
Yes.
Kristen Stewart?
Yes.
Randy Gray?
Yes.
Kristen Little Bassett?
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes. Motion passes and the map is adopted. Okay, with that, discussion, is there any discussion items needed tonight? Hearing none, committee reports. Any committee reports?
I have one, and Mike's not here to give me a hard time that I'm keeping the meeting going for like another 30 seconds, but just the pollinator club that the township is working on. We actually had a site tour with SEMCOG yesterday because we're looking to go for a grant, a $300,000 grant to help us with the pollinator club, wildflowers, the drain. He knows more the technical wording on the drain and everything that's going on there, but it was a really good site tour, and we're looking to get everything into them and get the grant written, and we're really hoping that Green Oak will get one of those grants so we can do some great things in Coleman Park. We want to really showcase Coleman Park as a pride. I mean, we have things in Green Oak that are great, but to have our park be one of those things, other than our story walk and soccer fields, I think this is going to be a great thing. So everybody keep their fingers crossed, but we're working really hard with Karen and assessing, my deputy treasurer, and our newly appointed planning and zoning administrator, Ashley, James's wife, and I'm going to say the wrong name, Kathleen, with
My
all,
wife is-
yes, with all of their expertise. So more to come.
Okay.
And that's it.
The only other thing that I want to bring up tonight, I'm not quite sure I did this at the last board meeting, but I may have announced that our assessor has offered her retirement letter, so we're working through those details now. Anything else? Okay, next item is executive session. There is none needed tonight, so at this time, we will open the last call to the public for anyone wishing to address the township board on any open issue. Anybody else wanting to, or anybody wanting to address the board at this time? Yes, sir, Mr. Ernst.
Oh, I didn't recognize.
Yeah, my name is Bill Ernest. I live on Evergreen Road. I talked to Mark on the phone the other day. The Huron River is getting real close to washing out part of Evergreen Road. And he was gonna look into it. I don't know if this is a road commission issue or what, but something's gonna have to be done pretty soon. Can you elaborate any more on that, Mark, at this point?
I will answer that after we're done with the call to the public.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else wishing to address the Township Board at the last call to the public? Seeing no response, we will close the last call to the public, and as normal, I usually answer questions after the call to the public. I have contacted Livingston County Road Commission for them to take a look at it, but right after you had called, Deborah and I went out there, and Deborah was very gracious to go down, get right down next to the river.
In her heels.
In her heels, but okay, she was down there. We actually, the riprap from where we had fixed the drains many years ago is still there. We see no encroachment of the trees, the washing out of the trees or of the bank. So it's deceiving from on top, but when you get down at the water level, it looks pretty stable. But I'm gonna let the County Road Commission look into that too. So yes, we did look at that. And we'll keep looking at it. Okay, with that, last call of the public is closed. At this time, we stand adjourned.